Hello YouTube, how the hell you doing? It's your boy IconicBelow bringing you a brand new video series today. Sorry, not IconicBelow, Below Reborn. And this video series is Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links Staples, where we're going to start going over cards and breaking down what they do, where they are in the metagame, and why they're actually such a staple in many decks. First card we're going over is one of my favorites. It adds a lot to a lot of decks actually, and most people actually don't think about it. So many people struggle trying to figure out the cards and what decks to build. So I wanted to break down some cards. The card I wanted to break down first actually is one of my favorites, The Grass is Greener. This is the effect right here. If you have more cards in your deck than your opponent does, send cards from the top of your deck to the graveyard. So you have the same amount of cards in your deck as your opponent. Many people and YouTubers call this card grass as shorthand, or ass, or whatever the fuck they decide to. Right now, quite a few decks are actually running 3 of these cards in the top tiers. Magnets, as you guys see, Destiny Heroes, as well as a few other decks to make quite a bit of noise. They have been doing damage in the MCS as well as the Meta Weeklies and the latter. A deck similar to this one right here actually won, I think, 1 or 2 MCSs and a Meta Weekly, I think a week and a half ago, right before this box came out. Grass is used in 30 card decks to discard normally 10 cards to equal out your opponent's deck, hopefully dumping a whole bunch of cards into your graveyard, either to get a free tribute summon, which will show you a deck like that in a second as well, or to get rid of spell it and traps via graveyard effects, which we have some in this deck as well. Here are some great combos. In a magnet deck, if you drop 3 magnets and you have a delta, so if you have an opening hand with a delta in it and grass, you drop 3 magnets, you have a delta on the field, you tribute said delta, you get Valkyrion. Easy. And if you have this in your opening hand, you get Mega Rock or Gaia Plate. So you get a 3500 Valkyrion for free, or be able to summon Gaia Plate by banishing 2 rock types. If you look at Fiends, which I don't have a Fiend deck readily available because I don't have all the cards to make it. If you look at Fiends, it also works quite great as a terrible way to summon Dark Necrofear or Dark Nephis. If you run the combo of Treeborn Frog, you get a free summon or a free econ take. If you use AD Changer, you get an econ in your grave, which is also nice. Many people were using that in Blackluster Soldier, as well as things like Bacon Saver, which most people use in Zombie Red Eyes decks, to take a hit when you don't have life points or you're just trying to get your combo together. All in all, Grass is a top tier card that makes these decks what they are. If Grass wasn't in Magnets, it would be a tier 4 or tier 5 deck. Instead, it's a tier 2 or tier 3 when you're running the Grass variant. There are, I think, one variant with Gaia Plate in a 20 card deck that actually does work, but I think that depends on where you are and how good you're doing. It makes the decks consistent and dominant to be able to dump what you need for special summons and grave traps into the grave. You drop your Treeborn Frog, you drop your AD Changer, and you Bacon Saver. You don't have to draw those cards. It makes it 10 times easier. You don't want to draw this. You don't. Yeah, he might save you for a turn, but you don't want to draw it. You barely want to draw Beta. Beta is the only reason that this deck is any bit okay, because if you draw this, you're getting shit on. You draw this, you're getting shit on. Just because you have no attack, you have barely enough defense to get over anything, and you're just going to get shit on. It's great not to draw the cards that are grave cards or special summons. The only card you don't want to discard out of this entire deck is right here. You don't want to drop Valkyrion. If you don't drop Valkyrion, you got a free win pretty much, because if you get 1 delta, then you're able to just turbo out these cards out of your deck, and then bam, you just run right through it. I'm going to show you a few replays as well as showing you a few deck ideas I have with Grass. So not only am I going to go show you a replay, I'm going to go play this deck right now. Yes. Oh shit, I didn't even set a skill. So Normally with a grass deck, you don't want to run anything other than restart or balance, mostly because you want to be able to draw either a magical merchant, which normally is a great combo with grass, but that card we're going to go over at a different time. So I'm going to remove magical merchant from this deck, and we are going to run restart, which is why we're on Yugi Moto. So we're going to run restart. Now we have 3 card slots to fill. So right now we have 14 monsters and 14 spells and 13 monsters, 14 spells and traps. So we need rocks. So we're just gonna filter in some rocks. Rock monsters. Just because I don't have any more magnets. If I did, I would just pretty much throw those in there anyway. So we are going to throw in some guardians.